Good morning. This is Sigu the Scuffed coming at you live with the final Hollow Knight Silksong stream. For real this time, I promise. Last time, that final boss took a bit longer than we thought, and we ended up doing an unplanned 7-hour stream. That really took it out of me, not gonna lie. It's made me a bit exhausted even now, but we are going to be good to this last 3%. Now, once again, you guys cannot see the list, but we're always going to start by opening that up. And we need to find 1 silk heart, 2 silk spools. We need to find the lower right ward, which is probably where one of those items is, if I had to guess. And then we need a psalm cylinder, 3 mementos, a rune harp, and probably a coral commandment, if I had to guess, as well as our fleas here. So we're going to start actually by doing one of these right at the bat. We'll start with dodging, shall we? That one did not seem like it was going to be nearly as bad as the other one. But, you know, this has been a good day for me, even though I'm a bit tired. I watched Die Hard, you know, good Christmas movie. Only watch it about once a year, and it's always great. Yes, the fleas are a great place to end. That's why I chose them. I do typically try to choose places that are relevant to where I want to start off, though I tend to forget to do that, admittedly. Once we're done here, I'm either going to be relying on backtracking or the wiki, because I have no idea where anything else is. I think I need to get... Oh, okay, well, we immediately lost, that's fine. How many did I need to get? 60, I think? I think it was 60. Yes, please show me. Oh, 65. Okay, that's a bit more than I thought. Well, let's immediately head back into that, because we're not going to be leaving the flea place until we finish this, which might be a mistake, because based on what you guys were saying last time, the juggling is quite difficult. And based on my experience with it thus far, I am inclined to agree. Oh, right, I need 66. You're right. I'm immediately not doing great. These little guys are quite good at getting you. Though I can get lucky like that at times, which is nice. Okay, big one coming in soon. Here they are. Not the big one, the warrior one. And I apologize if I'm not going to be talking too much during these sections. I really do not want to lose it to them for an extended period of time like I did with the final boss yesterday. In fact, we're going to have to do the final boss again for Mr. Mushroom, assuming it's the same as it was in Hollow Knight. Almost there. There we go. Oh, there you go, knock me down. Okay, look at that, second try, we love to see that. Not even 5 minutes in the stream, we've completed one of our goals. Bug not flee, impressive was your performance. Your score exceeds even my own. To see skill so much, moments before everything ends, gives me unexpected joy. Rich Kiz, I congratulate you, champion. Aye. I know, that was some amazing saves. Now let's see, time for the juggling one. I'm going to check the leaderboard first, actually. What do I need for this one? Was it 45 or 46? Oh, I only need 31. Okay. We can probably manage 31 without spending too much time, right? Because we learned last time... Yeah. Check my crests. We learned last time that you don't actually have to hit them up. We just had to hit them just at all, so... Let's see how that goes. Also, I don't think the projectile is going to be that great for this one. Okay, well, that's a terrible start, but I was trying to demonstrate something, is that the projectile doesn't actually have all that much more range compared to some of the other crests. I mean, it does have more range, but not by too much. Okay, that's terrible. I wasn't expecting to get it first try, but I also was not expecting to get 3. Oh man, that's going to be a lot, actually, because it only counts if I complete the flea. Okay, hold on. Let's not use this, because I don't want to use a projectile, it's kind of weird. Let's go with good old Reaper. It's nice and big. Oh, also I wonder if Threadstorm would work during this. It might. We can try that next time. We'll just charge up my silk at the bench. There we go. That's 3 down. Remember, get them in the order that they get sent out. Okay, those flea brew ones are going to be a pain, I imagine. Or I already know. They've been... I don't think I've even gotten a single flea brew one in any of my attempts. There's another miss. Ooh, I hit you 4 times. Okay. Oh, and there we go. That's failure. 12. You think your score ended up being 45? That sounds like a pain. Oh man, did I really get 30? Am I reading that right? Oh yeah, that's gonna be horrid. Let's see if using Threadstorm works. Because if it does, that might be very helpful. Actually, if Threadstorm does work, that means Pale Nails probably works as well, and this probably track these guys, if I had to guess. Is your winning attempt as well? Aye. Well, best attempt tends to be the last one. Well, I mean, that's just kind of how that works, because even if it didn't go well, the end result was enough. Let's see, shall we? Oh, nope, it does not work. They steal your silk. Okay. Good to know. I guess that makes sense. It probably would go right through their armor. Though I have already missed one. That's unfortunate. I wonder... No, the Great Slash probably isn't all that useful, I imagine. Okay, there's another one gone. Those flea brews are really going to be the death of me, huh? Oh, man, really? Okay. Oh, right, because this has a uppercut for the dash slash. That's what happened. I forget about that. It's so weird. Beast Crest has a normal dash, doesn't it? Hold on. Yeah, that's more normal than what I was using. And it's about the same size. We'll use this one then. We really are just cycling through them, huh? I don't like doing that. I think I bring that up a lot, but I think in this case it's actually rather important that I choose the right crests. I'm obviously not going to be excelling with Wanderers, or Hunters probably. There we go. We're going smoothly so far. Just gotta lock in, that's all. There we go. It's going well. There we go. There we go. We're doing well. Oh, there goes one. Okay, that's fine. We're halfway there, though. We lost the second one, though. That's not as good. You're on thin ice here. Oh, man, that dash slash comes out slow. You believe you used Hunters on your winning? Immediately went to the flea bounce and died because you forgot what you had for pogos? Aye, that makes sense. I forget that the Beast Crest has a delay before it comes out, but that's fine. I think I can still work with it. We got over halfway there. And by that, I think we got exactly halfway there, because we need to get 30 plus 1. Or was it 35? Oh, I forget. It's somewhere up there. The exact number does not matter too much. For now, I just need to focus. Try not to do what I did yesterday and just get absorbed into the talking. That really was my downfall during that final boss. There you go. Out of a third of the way there. Okay, and we missed one. It's fine. There we go. Oh, there goes one. Oh, and there goes two. Oh, that's a rough. That's really rough whenever they spread out like that, huh? Okay, we got this, though. We got this. Just keep trying. We'll get it eventually. After all, this is not nearly so hard as some of the other things in this game. Just, inconvenience, at most. Well, I say that, though, I haven't even gotten to the end of it, so it could speed up significantly. And unlike the dodge, there's not nearly so much room for you to succeed via luck here. There we go. We're doing good. Doing good. Keep it up. Oh, these things, I hate them. There we go, got it. Okay. No, how's that fair? Oh. Oh, okay. It is really hard, yeah. What am I supposed to do whenever they spread out like that, though? I can't get there quick enough. Can I... No, I can't do a dash slash in the air, can I? I could if I put the Needle Master on, I suppose. Is that a blue? Oh, I think it is. It is. I would have to take Long Nail off for that, but I don't want to do that. Actually, what was this? I forget. Decrease cost of silk skills while health is full. Okay, I don't need that right now. Yes, I would like to compete again. We're gonna be here for a while, I imagine. That's fine. Also, I dropped my mic, or I didn't drop it. I knocked it over earlier. So if something happens to it during all of this, that's why. There we go. Oh, you rat. I never thought there would be a day where I could become angry at the fleas. And I missed another one. Okay, you're back. Just gotta focus. There we go. About halfway there. And I immediately missed one. Yeah, that's fine. Knocked your lamp down, took your mic with it. Nothing broke. Aye, good. Actually, I did break something today. I dropped a bowl in the kitchen while I was making rice. Very unfortunate, but it's fine. I saved the rice. It fell onto the counter. Now let's see here. Once more. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just gotta keep on with the focus. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing really good, actually. Let's not mess it up here, shall we? Ooh, that was fantastic. Don't mess it up on the brew again. Oh, I did. Every time. It gets me. This one first. There we go. No more brew, please. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, as long as it doesn't double up with someone else. Which I don't think it does. There we go. Oh, we did it! Oh, look at that. Go ahead. Take me out. Oh. That's the exact reason you use plastic dishes. Hate the anxiety of breaking them. I can certainly see that, but I really like having the weight of like a ceramic dish. Especially since that's what I actually grew up with. My, what was that? I think there's like restaurant plates or something that my parents stumbled upon. Really thick, don't break easily because like they bounce. They're built to bounce. So I just like having heavy dishes. Just had to get a drink of water real quick. Vikna, the game has ended, and we have a new flea juggle champion. Incredible! You have proven yourself the champion at each of our flea games. I'm confident now the grand champion of our festival has emerged. It is none other than yourself, of course. And thusly must our final ceremony begin. Fleas, prepare yourselves. Yes, yes. What is this final ceremony? Are we going to sing? Gathered we are to honor the grand champion of this very final of all festivals. Now, Miss Hornet, strike the great effigy with all your might. You got it. Oh, it's a piñata. Okay, I thought I was just going to hit it once. You got it. Great deal of money. There we go. And it's charm? Pale. Oh, there was another weapon upgrade. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. It wasn't crazy. Thank you. Oh, that's so worth it. That's also really out of the way, though. In that case, that means the spool fragment only counts for one... The missing spool I have only counts for 1%. Instead of each fragment counting for one on its own. And so, the great ceremony has reached its climax, and its grand champion has emerged. Thank you for spending your last moments with us here, Miss Hornet. Though the world will soon end, and our paradise will crumble, the memories of friendship we all shared shall surely echo through the oncoming void for all eternity. Flea Master, your sentiment is kind, but this world will not end. Remember grabbing the pale oil before the rosary? You're so upset. That is a bit of a cruel design there. Oh, how good of you to speak words of hope for our benefit, but we have accepted our fate. Come, let us forget the past and revel together. It is not merely hope that I offer you, sir, but a promise. This kingdom's suffering has a singular cause, and by my own claw will it be cleansed. Perhaps not every flea will survive what is coming, but the world will not die, and your settlement may still see chance to prosper. Ah, you speak with such conviction, but I cannot bring myself to hope such, I am sorry. Come what may, we fleas will be here until the end, and the games will continue, of course. Celebrate with us for as long as you wish, dear friend. Oh, you got it. For now... It's time for me to head to Bellheart. Hello, little flea, covered in brew. Ah, look at that. Goodbye, my friends. Joy merry till it ends, indeed. Perhaps I'll come by and sit next to you whenever everything's done. The pale oil doesn't actually count for percentage until I apply it, I suppose. Makes sense. Now, to Bellheart. We have more to do. In fact, this is... Well, it's not the last thing we have to do, but it's one of the last things we have to do. After this, we'll never have to speak with the Pin Master again. Well, he might have some dialogue afterwards, like the Nailsmith did. So I suppose we will, but we won't be coming here specifically for him again. We'll be coming for the other stuff. Now then, up here, up here. Oh, this would have been wonderful to have during that final boss fight. It is fortunate to see you returned, Pin Master. The roads between here and that deep woods grave crawl with violent foes. I had concerns for your safety. Brave warrior, my hero! 'Twas indeed a fearful scramble home, but safe I am now. And a warmly pleasure to see you too, for the world has darkened indeed. In such times the task for a pinmaster is clear, to polish and sharpen and refine, subtly that the glimmer of your blade may pierce through the encroaching murk. You got it. Again, Pinmaster, I must ask your skilled service. I bring another gland of oil. Oil so much! This bug is past surprise. It is time, methinks, to see your blade's work finished, to bring about a shine bright as none before. Welly now, why wait? Would you have me begin, traveller? Of course. Oh, I need money for it. Hold on. Hold on. We just need to break one rosary string. That'll be enough. Here you are. Pale oil given. Give me that final upgrade. Show me what this becomes. I want to see. Before, it was beginning to have a bit of the hive markings on it. Now I'm wondering if it's going to be more inclined towards maybe the Void? The Pale King? One of the two. It's hard to tell. Needle sharpened. That blade, by claw! It is done! Sharper than this pinmaster would have believed achievable, shining pale and clear. Bon va! Stranger, you have granted my wish and more. Your blade is accomplishments to match those of a great pinmaster past. Farlu may ail, but throughout its morbid dim, your needle will shine bright. Wonderful! Pale steel needle. Long sewing tool, uniquely balanced for combat. The hive steel blade has been sharpened to its ultimate form. Alright. It is, in fact, solely from the hive. And look at that, 98%. We're only missing 2, and we can see it right here on our screen. So with that being said, it's time for the backseating. Where is that key? I have no clue. I've been thinking about it, about where it could possibly be, all throughout the Citadel, and none of it really stands out to me. In fact, here's the thing. So, while I wait for that, I'm gonna reason out a bit what I was thinking, like my line of thought, is it has to be an Act 2 area. Obviously, you're not gonna get the key prior to it, because there is a key you need to get into White Ward in the first place. That's somewhere in here. I forget where it was though. But among among the Act 2 areas, it is most certainly not the Slab or Mount Fay. We know that. In fact, the Slab is technically an Act 1 area, I guess. Same with Mount Fay, though you wouldn't survive it. In fact, you can't even get very far, because you need Claw Line. It's not High Halls, because that's all pretty straightforward loop. In fact, it's actually more closed off now that we're in Act 3. Cog Core is also more closed off, and once again... Yes, I asked chat, yeah, where the key is for White Ward. I've just been reasoning through I've been going through my line of thought as to where it would be. Oh, there's that weird bit over at Songclave. I guess I did technically go out there, didn't I? I don't remember doing that, though. I suppose we can go check that while just to double check it, I suppose. 'Cause I don't remember being there at all. Oh, it is somewhere in Up White Ward. Okay. Well, we'll go check that after we check, whatever that is beneath Songclave. I think that's just a pit in the Biowater, isn't it? Doesn't hurt to go double check. Oh, no, that is the pit in Biowater. In that case, we don't need to check. I remember being there now. Yep. In that case, where in here would be the fastest spot to get to White Ward? It'd be in the Coral Chambers. Got it. And here we go. And while we're there, we actually need to kill the weird bloodborne creature again. How many of those do I need to kill? I don't want to be here grinding forever. I imagine there's going to be a bunch in lower White Ward for me to kill. But just in case it's an absurd number, I would like to know. Okay, that way I can go out of my way to kill everyone I see. Here we are. I need to kill 4 more. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. We'll probably get that naturally as we go about. I have Beast Crest equipped. That's fine, there's a bench over there. We'll just run with it until we get to the edge, and then we'll swap off of it to probably back to Hunter, as usual. Though admittedly, I think at this point I'm comfortable enough to run around with Beast Crest on. Still not going to, because I'm not going to take that risk. Now then, sit down, swap our thing to Hunter, and let's immediately check this hole right here. That is not it. Was there anything over there? Not on the map, no. And nothing above this elevator shaft. That's a bit broken, but it's not a passage. Alright, let's float down. I think it was to the left we needed to check first, because that's a dead end. Yeah, this is a dead end. Look for any holes in the ceiling that we might be able to leap through. Not there. Not there. Hello, friend. I'm here for you, actually. For once. Okay, no holes in here, but that makes sense. This is like, well, it was here, actually. I don't remember. There was an item at some point. Yeah, I did think one of the spool fragments was going to be in here, because it's very much a... I think that sort of vibe going on, that they were researching the silk. And I don't think the silk heart is going to be somewhere like here. I think it's going to be somewhere bigger, if I had to guess. Or more grand, at the very least. One of the two. And there's a ceiling in both those spots, so it's not here either. I think I need to call the lift back up in order to get all the way down now. Unless I wanted to go check over here to the right, which I suppose we can do first. Why not? Yeah, the lift is through here, which we can't break through. And those are solid ceilings. Is there any... Oh, let me check the map. Is there anything we would collide with over here? No, there's not. So every ceiling should be treated with as much suspicion as we can. Oh, they die so quickly now. I love that. That's a ceiling. Okay. You know, I remember actually coming through here and smacking all the ceilings. It wasn't too long ago. There we go. And I suppose we can check up here. This is where Sherma was last time. I don't think they're going to put anything in Sherma's little room, but there always could be, I suppose. Oh, this is not Sherma's room. This is to the underworks, actually. We do not want to go down there because that's a one-way passage. We learned that the hard way last time. Oh, there's a secret. And I have not been here because I heard that sound. I don't even need the up ability to be here. I just completely overlooked it. That's embarrassing. Oath of the White Ward. While song must be sung, none may falter. Infirmity, sickness, death, all are banished from our citadel. That is some interesting lore. Is that a hole in the ceiling? No, it is not. Is that a breakable wall? No, it's not. You know for sure where one of the other spool fragments are? But the other one you can only guess? Aye, that's fine. Because I don't mind going through every single possible location if it means finding it. Okay, here's a little lever for me to pull. Or pulley, I suppose. And is this going to drop me a key? It is! Oh, wonderful. Can I... Oh, hold on. Creature. Can I go up this hole? I can, but there's nothing up there. Okay. Anyway, look at that. Surgeon's key acquired. I could have found that a long time ago. I'm a bit embarrassed that I didn't, really. But it's fine. Also, I keep forgetting that I have the sprint on. Like the sprint bracelets. Anklets. I forget what they're called. Yep, go up here, and then we need to go call the lift up so we can actually get past it. Here we are. And we might as well top off before we go in there, because there's probably going to be a lot of creatures, including one that we haven't actually seen yet. Well, two, actually, but one of them is a boss, probably. Oh, and we can take the mark off the map. Oh, that's all the marks removed from the map. Isn't that wonderful? That means this is the last thing on our map that we actually are certain has something new in it. Aye, well, that's fine, that's fine. All that means is that we will need to rely heavily on others from now on. Is this it? Ah, here it is. An ornate lock mechanism with a keyhole at its center. Yes, please, open up, says me. And the floor opens. Ooh, to a big pit. Can't get out of here. Also, those are some big spears. The Unraveled. Oh, is this the fight? Okay. That was not what I was expecting. I thought maybe there'd be a whole area down here. Not immediately into whatever this is. Oh, there's a new enemy type. What are these new ones called? Dreg wheels. Alright, he killed 7 more of them. I want the lights back. How wonderful. I can actually see now. Hello, friend. You know, have you ever considered how weird it is that we fight using a needle, even though our enemies are all made of silk? It would make much more sense for it to be like a scissors or something. Or a scissor. You know, kill a kill style. Ouch. This guy might actually kill me. I'm not paying attention at all. Which I really should. Oh, that's why they're called wheels. Okay. That makes sense. Big man, come on up. Oh, he's getting the spears now. Okay. Cool little attack you have there, bud. Oh, and you miss me even when I'm standing still. Okay, I guess it's supposed to be predictive then? Probably. And I died to an Act 2 boss. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. That really is just a big pit with a boss in it, huh? You know, I was expecting more out of this area. Not gonna lie. Not disappointed necessarily, but... No, I am disappointed. That's the word. And I will say, he seems more annoying than anything, because if you do just choose to dodge him proper, instead of just slamming yourself into him like I was doing, you aren't going to get a lot of chances to do damage to him. Which means that this could be a really drawn-out boss battle if you don't have a lot of damage like I do. Well, I suppose that's what the cog flies are for, right? Oh, wait, there's an enemy section beforehand. Yeah, I just wasted those cog flies, didn't I? Probably. But at least I don't need to worry about the Hunter's Journal. That's nice. Come on up, bud. Probably should have put the Needle Master thing on, shouldn't I? There we go, phase transition already. Love to see it. And there's all my cog flies out. Knife time? Yep, knife time. Or I suppose they're not knives, they're just big spears. Anything with a blade is a knife to me. Another enemy section? You got it. And look at that, there's the mastery on the other one. One creature away from finishing Hunter Journal. And here he is. And he's probably almost dead now. Yep, because I have the maximum damage. It is a really boring fight, yeah. That's what I was getting at with it potentially being really slow if you don't have a lot of damage. Oh, it's the Silk Heart. Oh, okay. I was expecting that to be here. Wonderful. Okay. I mean, I knew there was something silk related here because those were the only things left, but... I mean, you know, the big nest made of silk at the bottom of the area experimenting with silk. Can't think of anywhere else in the game where this would be, really. Oh, this is bind them all. I forget there's a cutscene for these things. I think the last time we got one of these was... I don't even know, actually. Their voice is their song. There we go. This also would have been very convenient to have during the boss fight yesterday. They are ours, bound forever. Also, I think I should just give a heads up. This is not going to be a super long stream like yesterday. It's going to be relatively short. And by that, I mean normal stream length, so 2.5 to 3.5 hours. And there we go, acquire all Silk Hearts achievement yet. Oh, wonderful. Oh, and look, there is a new full area down here. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. Unless this is just spitting me out somewhere else. It is. Well, that's fine, I suppose. There could still be something down here. Here's a shortcut into Underworks, I assume. Yeah, oh, it's right into the bench, too. That's nice. Was this here the whole time and I just missed it? Or have I just forgotten about it because there's nothing up here until just now? Oh no, okay, there was nothing. Oh, there's the last memory locket I needed. Wonderful. Oh, hold on, we have a bot. Let's go bonk them. Bonk. They're gone. Now let's see. Oh yeah, this is just an area I haven't been paying attention to much, have I? Can I use the memory lock? Oh wait, hold on, let me see. Tormented will of countless husks made manifest in this pit of silk dregs. The souls of so many bugs obsessed with silk, consumed by it. Their plan shall forever remain in that pit. Even I do not possess the strength to cleanse it. Very interesting. Now let's go ahead and use that last memory locket. Do I actually have to be sat at the bench to do that? I think so. I do. Okay. So we'll have to pay up the rosaries for a bench once more. I was not expecting to do this again. But it's fine. Now then, now then, now then. Shaman, let's go ahead and max you out. Ploink. Don't put the other healing crest on you, why not? Now then, let's go ahead and mark this off our list, shall we? Hunter's Journal is completed, so we can mark that off. And once Silk Heart is completed, which means we're only missing... Oh, are we only missing 1% now? 1% is missing! Look at that. Oh, fantastic. In that case, for now, we should probably go turn in the Hunter's Journal, right? Well, I'm going to go finish checking this little hole up here. Where was it? Here it is. I guess I did just miss that, huh? Ouch. Okay, these wheels, as always, have been a bit of a pain for me. And for Hornet as well. Oh! I probably could have played music for that, huh? Yeah, that's probably some lore I just destroyed. Oh, wait, no, that's the, I know what that is. Oh, that's the thing on the other side of the wall that you confess your sins to. Well, let me see, what happens now if I go talk to it? You know, I'm gonna break everything, but give it rosaries, even though I know there's nothing there. Maybe there's a little Easter egg or something. Speak, confession. You, sin, cleanse, return, work begins. Farloom, never, forgiven. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. And now, to halfway home, I suppose. Let's see, can I call the babies here? I hope so. Yes, there we go. Come, children. We have more to do. To Greymoor. Now, I would say it's for almost the last time, but I said probably not, because, you know, we're missing stuff. It could be here. Now, let's see. It will, at the very least, be our last time to halfway home, I believe. Oh, so many NPCs have had their stories completed. Isn't that wonderful? I think it is. And now we add one more to that number. Hello, New. Come here to rest, Miss Grown-Up, and let New see our journal, for she is eager to see your cuts. Oh, Miss Grown-Up, your journal is bursting with every sort of creature, overflowing. Surely we can call this complete. To think that such a task could even be done. So clever is New to have set such a fierce predator onto the work. These vast lands hold so much life, and to catalog it all has taught me greatly. It is an effort worth continuing even after I leave this kingdom. Oh, ma, such a hunger is worthy indeed. You and I are of accord, Miss Grown-Up, hunters both. Our methods are different, but our appetites have become very similar. Nu has for you this token, a symbol of all your efforts and a marker of your true nature. It carries with her sweet, sweet smell. Hunter's memento. Oh, look at that. That's an achievement. Wonderful. And now, Miss Grown-up, the task is done. Nu must be away. But do not be sour. Just think. Farlium is only one land. So many more must hide out there, filled full with beasts and scents and tastes, all waiting to be discovered. For Nu, her journey is only at its start. And for you, Miss Grown-up, Nu wishes to your happy hunting, much and more. You got it. Oh, and she's packing up immediately. There we go. Goodbye, Nu. Is there anything in the wall over here? Or the ceiling? No. Look at that. Seal symbol given in recognition of a true hunter stamped in a sticky goo. Alright, what's that other thing you said? You said the last one is before... was the last one after Lace 2. Well, we can go take a look over there then. Come on, bell babies. It is time for us to get going back to the cradle, of all places. I thought I had checked that place rather thoroughly, but I suppose not. Back to the Grand Bellway. Oh, also that's a memento completed, so we can mark that off. 2 mementos remain. And, what was the quickest way to get up there? I always forget because the ventricles are broken. Not broken, but one of them's blocked off. High Halls is probably the quickest. Actually, High Halls and Songclave are about the same distance. Let's go over to... we'll take Songclave, why not? Oh, you did mean the Silk Heart? That was a while ago? Okay, I guess I just missed that one because the bot was spamming. You can't see that anymore, but it's still in the chat for me because it just is, you know, transparent. Now let's see. Wait, hold on. You meant the Silk Heart after the Cradle. I mean, after Lace 2. I just got a Silk Heart. Did you mean the Spool? Well, I'm gonna go check over here. I'll just see, like, the message board in Sherma. Okay, they're all good. Sherma has nothing new to say as well? Certainly, certainly. In that case, I think... I don't think you... Now, this is not a slight against you, by the way. I don't think you're going to remember the location of these last, like, little money artifacts I can find. So I think it is time to open up the wiki and look for those. Oh, right, the last silk card I got was after Lace 2. That's right. I was wondering where it was. I thought it was near the final boss. Yes, here we are. Well, I guess there's not much to spoil, is there, left. So I don't have to worry about those. But I must say, it's very strange typing Silksong into the internet. Oh, hold on, but you have more stuff to say, though. The relics is 1 in Whiteward and 1 in Farfields. Let me check my notes. Actually, that tracks. That is exactly how many I need. Plus 1 Psalm Cylinder, actually, but that's fine. So I suppose we'll go back to Whiteward, because apparently I missed something. I will say, though, I was expecting it to be in the Citadel, because it's either a rune harp or a... Is it called a rune harp? It's either one of the little harps, or it's one of the Choral Commandments. And Choral Commandments are, you know, here in the Citadel, and the harps are by the nests. But I thought that I checked the nests pretty thoroughly, but I guess I didn't check the one in Farfields as good as it could have, I suppose. Anyway, going to Whiteward one more time. Didn't expect to be going back here so soon. You know, I must say, this sprinting charm is really growing on me. I know I said that as soon as I know as soon as I said that, I smacked into an enemy, but it really is great. Now then, it's time to do some good old-fashioned wall smacking. I don't think it's going to be in any of the explored areas. It'll probably be in the new one. Like there's a hole in the side of the wall. You checked your map at the beginning of the stream, so you figure out what I'm missing? Alright. That's nice, that's nice. It's nice to have someone who knows what they're doing around here. Now let's see here. I suppose we should go check that area again that we just came from. Or underneath the lift. That could also be... I mean, I checked beneath there, I think, before. Did I? How would I go about getting beneath the lift? I would need to send it up. And I'd also need to be out of it. Hold on, can I hit through the wall? I know I can with Shaman. I want to get in here and see if when I get to the top there's a way to get around it down below. Because that hole beneath the lift seems suspicious. I don't remember being down there. This is probably the last time you see competence. You don't know much about games. Hey, that's fine, that's fine. Everyone has things they do and do not know. That's why we work together. Now then, I'm going to try and hit this with Shaman, see if I can send it down without me in it. Because if I can, that means I can send it up without me in it. Oh, they thought of that. Oh, the rats. I hate them. What if I do the big slash? Yep, it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, you know, might as well just keep Shaman on, though. I quite like it. Is there another way down? No, not really. Can I come up through Underworks? I can. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do then. We're going to come up through Underworks. Now the lift is up at the top position. And then we should be able to get below it. So over here, to the Ventricas and into Underworks. This is definitely not a spot I would have thought to check because it's not considered its own room. So it shows up on the map as soon as I get into the lift for the first time. At least that's how it seems to me. Now let me see, what would be the best route to take? Up and to the left? That's all. Alright. Pretty straightforward routing. Not to mention, in terms of sharing game knowledge, the other two games we're going to be doing are Nier, which I know I had to remind myself every time we stream that I'm not dropping that one. I'm going to go through it when, because you know, I want to be the one that Lord Dom's during that. And the other one is going to be the Ace Attorney game, which I am going to have no clue what's happening in. And then up here to the bench. Yes, and okay, we need. It's always so hard to remember how to navigate this area. Let's see. Okay, just through here and up the hole. Oh, is that a breakable wall? Oh, it is. Okay. Well, that's nice. I found something on my own. Oh, it's an item, too. Hey, it's the last Solemn cylinder. Oh, that was something I was actually worried about, because finding that was going to be a huge pain. Alright, we can mark that off the list. Oh, and look at that, the list is now small enough that it all fits on one page without scrolling. Oh, that's wonderful. I could have done that a lot earlier by removing some of the other notes I had, but I didn't feel like it. Okay, now through here. And our main target is beneath the lift. Wait. Oh, it doesn't work because they closed the ceiling. I see. Well, coming back here was beneficial, I suppose. And if you needed to kill these guys, I suppose you could do that still as well. That's a bit annoying. Okay, they're going to keep popping out, aren't they? Okay, let's move over here. The games we play are quite different, so there'll no doubt be... So you doubt there'll be much overlap? Aye, certainly, certainly. Can I do it here? No, I cannot. Well, that's one of the joys of doing this, isn't it? Seeing games that you don't usually see. Or at least I think so. I don't watch too many streamers myself. There we go. There's the babies. Waiting for them. And now here we are, back here, and we need to go to White Ward again. Try and figure out how to get beneath the lift from within. Because that other passage is, in fact, a one-way hole, right? Yeah, that's a one-way hole. I remember it. They even make sure you can't get up with the up ability. Maybe you'll find a new hyperfixation? Aye. That's always the hope, isn't it? Find something to get your attention that won't require you to do a whole bunch of different things. I mean, the more value you can get out of a single interest or product, the better. At least that's how I always see it. And I can say for certain that I get the money's worth out of my games. Always get at least 20 hours worth, but that's also just because I make sure I pick good ones. Or long ones, rather. There's been some bad ones in there. That's unavoidable. Now then, how do I ditch this lift? I wonder. I need to get below it somehow. And neither of these walls... Not walls, these sidings seem breakable on the way down. No. Oh, how did I do it last time? Because I had the lift in a down position already when I got here. Maybe there's a thing. Oh yeah, I'm certainly I'm not the horror type at all. I have, not an aversion to horror, but I just never see much interest or value in it. Actually, a while ago, I did a big long rant about why I don't like horror games, and my position has not changed since then. Maybe one of these days they'll catch my eye, but certainly not anytime soon. But I will say, it's not as though I don't enjoy getting scared. I do enjoy that. It's just hard for that to happen. Now then. Ah, here's how we get... Oh, well, that's not the solution, actually. This is how we get to the top while still having it at the bottom. I need to figure out how to get to the bottom while it's still at the top. Which is different. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. I think if I just hit the button and then jump down really quickly. There we go. Okay, that's the solution. That was a lot more simple than I was making it out to be. Oh! Hey, look at that. That's not what I was expecting to find here. That works. That definitely works. Okay, one more not silk, one more spool fragment. You don't care for the jump scare types at all? They're very simple. Aye. For games with story that can be considered horror, that is, you know, the typical stance, I believe. Now let's see here. That's one marked off. That's great. I was actually, not gonna lie, I did misinterpret what you said. That was my bad, by the way. I thought you meant there was a relic down here, not that this was down here, but this is better, because this actually counts for percentage. So now, let's head out, using the babies, and head to Farfields, because apparently I missed the other spool fragment there. Hold on, I need to travel. Farfields. Yeah. Oh, there's also a relic? Oh, well, okay, I guess we're going to be taking another trip to White Ward. It's fine. White Ward the stream. For now, let's deal with this area, shall we? Start by seeing at the bench. Now, where could it be? I have been quite thorough, I would imagine, with this area, considering that whole ant thing. With that being said, I suppose we can always just start in the bottom right and move our way through. The Farfields item is a relic as well. Spools elsewhere. Yeah, I thought it might be a relic. And since it is a relic, it's probably going to be near the weave nests. Because the only two we're missing are the Weaver one and the the Citadel one. And I'm very doubtful that they would put a Citadel item all the way out here. So we gotta look for that good old Weaver architecture. Which means going all the way to the right and then scanning from right to left. Also, I wonder if I was thinking maybe if the Pinterest has dialogue for getting your max out nail. That'd be a bit weird. I'm still calling it a nail, I realize. That's my bad. Oh, you rats. Stop using the void. It's annoying. Also, I forget that I had to pierce into the ground every time I want to use that heal. It's so strange. Oh, there's the little Mr. Mushroom's mushrooms. We'll go check in here first. Because this is not, I mean, it is weaver architecture, but it's a full-on weave nest. And I don't doubt that there could be something in here that I missed. So let's check those ceilings, shall we? Gotta be careful with them. I did see a bit of rock over to the left that I didn't smack. But I don't think it's going to be breakable. It'd be a bit weird. What if I hit the buttons all on again? No. In that case, smack the ceiling. Not there. Okay. In that case, it's not going to be in the weave nest. We figured that would be the case. Let's check outside, because it's probably going to be like that one effigy was in Bone Bottom, where it's just on the ceiling somewhere in some obscure random spot. Is that breakable? I don't think so. No, this is where the void mass was. Right. Need to remember that. How about over here? Anything this way? Nope. Nothing there. Check out. I was about to say to check the left side of that pit, but that is not a pit. It's a spike floor. Oh, those die in one hit now. Oh, that's convenient. Oh, and that kind of... Nope, it's not a breakable ceiling. That is just a weird bit where the background is the ceiling. Huh. I've seen a few of those, actually. I don't know if that was an intentional design choice, or maybe my screen is, like, 2 pixels off on the resolution or something. It could be either one, really. I'm not seeing any breakable walls around here. And those are what I need to really keep my eye out for, because I remember running around this particular area a lot in search of the spines. They really were not clear on what the spines were. But with that being said, we can check in here again. Nothing in the lava. No breakable wall over here. Now we check the top part. I think there's a mass shard up here. But nothing there now. Alright, next section. That would be down and to the left. Not into the lava, though. Don't do that. Okay, I say that and I immediately do it again. Seems to be a trend here. I do that all the time. Certainly. But that's fine. Because we have nothing to lose at this point. Other than a little bit of sanity, but that's fine. Oh, this is a weird pogo. Huh. It really is. I love it, though. I think it'd be fun to do some platforming like this. Not easy, but fun. Oh, what's up here in this hole? No item there. Also, it's another one of those weird little sections that Hornet doesn't map for some reason. I hate it when she does that. I bring it up every stream, I feel like, at this point. I've been really noticing them as I comb through every area. Let's see, I'm back in the big seamstress room. And no breakable wall there, or there, or there. Oh. Nope, just breakable forward around, that's all. Check the right side here. No, nothing there. Check the bottom right now. It's important that we comb everything. Hold on, it looks like there's something over there. There we go. Okay, secret found. Rosary string. What's behind the explosive wall? There's gotta be more. Really? Really? This far in the game? At all the way to Farfields? There's just a rosary string behind that wall? Oh, that's so stupid. Why would they do that? I hate that. This is so hidden as well. Who would notice this? Okay. I mean, I guess I noticed it, but I noticed it about 99% too late. It's fine, it's fine. I suppose it's technically a shortcut, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably what it's for. But I do not need it. I most certainly do not. Hello, little creature. I need to check this wall for secrets. And let's see. Into this room now. Ah, it's this room with the vents. There was already an item here that I found. But there could be more, I suppose. Ouch. I'm doubtful, though. I hear creatures. Don't necessarily know where, though. I think I might just be hearing... Oh, here it is. For a second I was thinking I might be hearing through the wall somewhere, but I suppose not. Oh, I guess I was hearing through the wall, huh? Just through the ceiling, that's all. Not the ceiling, the floor. Ah, I keep messing that up. And nothing over here either. That's another room clear. We're not gonna check the upper... Are we gonna check the upper section right now? We might as well. It leads to Bell Station. And it's more likely to be up here than it is in the boss arena. This room is... Well, this section of the room is clear. How about the rest of the room, though? This is a big platforming challenge, from what I recall. That I remember making a lot harder than it needed to be. Ouch. Oh, of course. We're gonna go all the way back to here. I forget how exactly this room progresses, so I can't really do any skips, now can I? I do remember doing that, though, a lot. Claw lining into the red thorns, or maybe that was a different room. I don't quite recall. And the double jump. That is going to mess me up a lot, because it comes out instead of the float. Or it comes out before the float. Yep, it most certainly does. I don't think this room was designed with the double jump in mind. Don't blame them, of course. Ow. Yeah, that one's my bad, though. I just didn't hit the button. It's important to keep myself calm during these, because it's supposed to be a calm, relaxing stream. It's just not, because I keep dying to the same red spikes over and over again. There we go. Easy does it. From here, we need to check the top left, because the whole right wall is spikes, right? I just don't want to double check that. Yep, whole right wall spikes. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, nothing over there. And that means if I just go to the top left, I do this one particular section that I remember dying in a lot. And hopefully we won't die, but I have a feeling it will happen because we are on 1 HP. There it goes. There's nothing hidden there. I'm making the executive decision right now that there's nothing hidden there, because it would be stupid if there was. In that case, let's just use a Silk Eater to get all that back. And we will head straight to the right. Not right, to the left. We'll go to where the fourth chorus was. I wonder why it was called the fourth chorus, now I think about it. Obviously it's the fourth one that was produced. You saw the other ones in the underworks. But I wonder what their purpose was. And why one of them was all the way down here. There may have been some lore about it that I missed. But it may also just be one of those mysterious things that we have no idea about. And straight across from here. Wonderful. Now when you start checking these rooms again, quite thoroughly. This is the silk room. It's not on the map. Thank you, Hornet, as always, for not marking it down. Oh, my throat. Check the fourth course boss room now. I guess it's also the Savage Beastfly boss room. Believe you made the hunt down the enemies at the Citadel? This one was sent to deal with the seamstress. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I have been wondering if the seamstress was ever going to show her fighting capabilities, but I suppose she's going to be like the Nail Masters, where if she does, it's going to be in the DLC. I don't know if she actually will, though. She doesn't really have much going on, really, compared to the other one. Very secluded, not much interaction outside of the initial meeting. Now, I suppose that's how the Nail Masters were as well, but Hollow Knight regular had a lot less talking in general. That's just the farmable walls. And that goes in the deep docks, which is not where we need to be, but we should check the room anyways. See if there's... Oh! Oh, that's the regular passage. I thought I found a secret. That's not a breakable wall. This was an item, which means there's probably not another one in here. And there's not. Now then, next we need to check this whole big shaft. See if there's any holes in the wall that I missed. Admittedly, there might actually be a few. I didn't do a great job of checking them. In fact, I didn't even find the map until we were done with this place. And Chaka had already moved on. So, we resume the slow climb, as always. Check all the outside walls, and then we can check the inside, I guess. We don't need to check in here again, do we? Is the little guy gone? He is, and he took the targets with him. Okay, nothing there. How about up here? And nothing on this side of the wall. Alright, you got it. Before we check down the left side, we can check this area. See if there's any holes in the wall here. There could be. In fact, there could be something right up here. No? Okay. It kind of seemed like that weight had dropped down from somewhere. And maybe it did. But if that is the case, I have long forgotten that detail. Okay, nothing up here. That goes back to the platforming section. I suppose we can check inside the door. There could be something here. Can I go up into that light? Nope. Some silk here, which is nice. And there was an item here. Alright. And I think this was mostly just a hint that there's more to the Hunter's March because of the leaf shape. Aye. Certainly, certainly. And there's going to be nothing in there. We've checked there before, many times. In fact, it's just the bench. Okay, we'll check the left side wall this time. Well, look at that. Just spam click and it parries every single hit. Love to see it. We're not going to go through the left this right now. So we need to check this whole wall. And whatever may be alongside of it. No, just alongside it. And as I'm going down, I'm not seeing anything in the middle, really. No, left wall looks clear to me. So that's just the deep docks room again. So next we check... I mean, I guess we check the upper shaft. If there is going to be stuff, it would probably be there. Because there is enough room to squeeze something in. So we'll go check that next, before we check the left side of our fields, because that's going to be the one that takes a long time. There is a lot of ants running around there, and a lot of them are probably going to be voided. So that just goes back to Halfway Home. It's not called Halfway Home, it's called Pilgrim's Rest. I always get the names of those two mixed up. They do serve similar purposes, though, I suppose. I suppose the reason they are so close by is because there's usually not a giant gaping hole in the floor. Well, that does beg the question, where is the usual passage to Greymoor? I certainly do not know. Keep checking the right side of this wall. And that's the top of this, right? No, it's the halfway point. Oh, but we can't actually go further. Oh! The bridge blocks this further up section. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I have checked this wall up here, because when I was trying to find it into the ant room, this is where I checked. I remember that. Yeah. In that case, there's not going to be anything here, then. Alright, back down to the bottom. We need to check the rest of the right side of the wall, because we sort of skipped a bit of it on the way up. Oh, there we go. Well, we checked it, I guess. Wait, was it the left wall I skipped? That was one of them. Well, I suppose it's fine to check them both. Okay, I don't see anything on that wall, which means next would be left side of far fields, which is going to be down the pit. Here we go. How far down the pit? Just a little bit more. It's in the next room and to the left. There we are. From here, time to start dealing with ants again. Hello, ants. I thought we would be done, but apparently you hide a relic from me. Somewhere around here. And I intend to find it. That is the passage to the next room. We won't check there yet. Ouch. Spikes as always. Nice to see you. Terrible to touch you, though. There could be a hole through here. No? Okay. Suppose that would be too obvious. And that is this room completed. No hidden treasure here. Next up is down this shaft. Seems rather well built, so if there's any hole in the wall, it should be pretty obvious. At least I would think so. But you never know with this game. They can be subtle at times. Subtle most of the time, actually. This is just an ambush room. You've got it. There was an item there at some point. Probably just some money, though, if I had to guess. And nothing down here in the spike pit. And that is another room clear. Okay. Next room is also just a big square, so it shouldn't be too hard to go through. Let's kill these enemies first. Is there actually a bunch of enemies around here? No, there's not, because the void mass sucked them all up. Alright. Oh, and yeah, that room is just a rectangle. Okay. Next room. This is the big one. Suppose we can check this one right now. I mean, there's not really anything I can use to procrastinate at this point. We have literally just 1% of the game left. So all we have to do is run around, smack walls. But I want to lean back in my chair a little bit. I usually sit straight up, try to have good posture. And I'm quite good at doing that, since I had to do a lot, but I suppose I can use this time to relax a little bit, physically I mean. This beetle probably is not hiding anything, but I might as well kill it. Just for fun. Okay, well, you know, if it's gonna get voided, I don't actually want to touch it anymore. You know, I think that's a good reason as any to just not deal with something. Okay, well, it's not going to leave me alone, I suppose. There we go. That did distract me a little bit from my search. That is just a lava pit down there, nothing there. Hold on, did something freeze? No, we're good, we're good. We checked the room straight above us, which means check the left room now. There we go. I'm getting... I mean, I was about to say I'm getting quite good at dealing with those, but also, you know, max damage and infinite range attack. I feel like most people would be good at killing the ants with that this level of equipment. Rather, it'd be a bit embarrassing if you weren't. It's a good thing that's not me. And going through here is just a bench, yeah? Yeah, it's the bench that leads to deep docks. Oh, hold on. Can I climb up here? I can, but there's nothing up here. In that case, checking the ceiling over here. Not seeing anything. Also, you wouldn't be able to access anything up here until you were in Act 2. And the hidden item is probably not an Act 2 item. Let's see. This room is the last one, actually, before I checked all of them, outside of the ant area. It's going to be a shame going to that area again. It's amazing how little time has passed and yet how many terrible memories I have of it. Now I suppose the memory of me being vindicated by having my theory true is far greater than the suffering it brought me. What is this room? Okay, it's another platforming room. This time I'm not going to die in it though, right? No way. I'm doing good. Oh, I remember. This is the room that I suffered in. Right, right. Ouch. Okay, well, I suppose I died in it once. It's fine. I didn't really die. I just get, you know, hit by the platforming. Not the platform. I get hit by a bug knocked into the spikes. You know what I mean. And... Yep, come over here, little bug. Big bug. Ouch. I must say, not having the damage boost from either Beast or Hunter is kind of interesting. I'm used to dealing even more damage than I currently am. Or at least having the impression that I'm dealing more damage. Let's see, not over here, so which means the area, the item we are missing is over in the ant section, which, to be honest, is expected. Because I have really thoroughly checked this area out multiple times in search of the ant room. So I'll go in here and sit down before running back out. And, oh, we can actually get into it from here. Just need to check the very top right. Here we are. Now then, we have some ceilings and walls to smack, don't we? Certainly. I've been saying that a lot. I don't know what's up with it, though. Oh, and you got voided. So you're going to be a bit of a pain. Unless I face tank you, like that. I suppose that would be a great time to use Sharp Shadow, huh? That is a creature practically built for being Sharp Shadowed. And I know that ability has an actual name, but I do not know what it is, and I probably will never learn it. Let's see. Those are some suspicious bugs. Is there something above here? No. There was at some point an item here. Oh. This is one of those stupid unmarked rooms. Okay. Is there really nothing here? What if I play Needle-In? I assume there was just something here that something here that I found last time. Yeah, that's no longer here. Okay. Oh, there's a hole though. That's interesting. Alright, these bugs are just everywhere. Okay, makes sense. Further to the right, we can also check out that old boss room. There might be something new there. Or something that I didn't miss, one of the two. Something that I did miss. What is up with my words today? I'm not doing great with them. Which is fine, I suppose. This is not a game that requires especially good speaking skills. In fact, you can play it completely silently. As is the case with most games, actually, but it does not require me to speak good as the streamer. I don't think there's going to be anything in the boss room itself, but there certainly could be something past it. Trap. That's what's past it. There was something previously, but I don't recall what it was. Only that this here is a spot for me. And if I play the needle in, I get a little bit of lore. Right? And Gilly's not hiding around here or something? Okay, good, good. Up we go. Whee! It's interesting that those are considered the same room. Anyway, let's go check our running man, shall we? He may have some new insight for me. After all, this is a large and old corpse. Perhaps there was something in here that I missed. Nimblebug, you return refreshed, and so perfectly timed. I have a new challenge prepared. The course shall remain the same as last, but the lapse will be greatly extended. You propose a test of endurance. I have undertaken many in my time. Excellent, excellent! Though no, for this race I can only provide slight reward for victory. What say you, Nimblebug? Oh, okay, hold on. There's a new thing. Okay, hold on. Let me get this pogo off, because I'm not going to be racing with this. Give me back the hunter. Because I quite like this pogo for going fast. Let us race, shall we? I did not expect there to be a new race. Maybe this will be one of the mementos I'm missing. That's the only thing I can guess it would be. There we go. I probably should have done something to recall the... Yeah, hold on. Play the needle. I do not recall the track at all, actually. So I need to jump there at the beginning. Hello, Sprint Master. Let's try again, shall we? This time I'll try not to trip up immediately. Also, I need to remember that's a Mario Kart style start. I think I hit it correctly last time, though. There we go. There we go. Oh, and I fell. Okay. Right. My silk, it is low. I need to wait for it to recharge. I cannot just spam the claw line. Let us try again, shall we? It's nice to have a distraction, though, from looking for relics. Always appreciated. Something more stimulating to do. Go. I did not get the big boost that time. My bad. Oh, I did not do great there. That's fine. There we go. Okay, there we go. I think I can do this pretty easily. He did say it's a race of endurance after all. So it shouldn't be much worse than any of the previous ones were. Ooh, don't do that though. I remember losing one race to doing that. Slamming into the ground, I mean. I'm hitting him a lot. I'm surprised he's okay with that. Hey, that's halfway done. He did sneak ahead of me for a second there. Ooh, he really is, huh? It seems that he is pacing himself properly. And I really need to focus here, huh? Because he might actually sneak a win out on me if I'm not careful. Last lap, here we go. There we go. Almost done. No! Okay, made it. You not enjoy this challenge much? You always just like racing challenges? Oh, I quite love racing challenges. Racing games are something I really quite enjoy. Again and again you prove your mastery, Nimblebug. Yet still I never tire of the challenge. Though obviously I did get a bit stressed, that's why I was so quiet during it. As a reward for such an impressive feat of endurance, I have only this small trophy, a memento by my own speed teacher, now fairly passed to you. Sprint Master Memento. Now I shall remain and train, and know, though I have no more rewards to give, you are always welcome to grace my track, as many times as you wish. Alright, wonderful. We can mark that off on the list as well as another memento found. Didn't even need any help for that one. Well, I guess technically I need to know that I needed to be in Farfields, but I found it mostly through my own work. We now have only 4 items left to find. And we can rock hunters for a little bit, why not? Oh, wait, we need to check the rest of this area for the relic. Forget about that. Let's run across, see if we can find anything. We already know there's something on the ceiling, we checked that before. Nothing here in the tail either. Okay. Well, that's fine, that's fine. I love Hornet's little squeaky footsteps whenever she's sprinting like this, though. Sounds like she's wearing Crocs or something. Now then. Time to check the rest of the ant area again. We have quite a lot to check after all. It is quite large. And from here we'll go up and to the left. No breakable ceilings or anything around here. Nothing there. And they would be very cruel if they put it on the ceiling there. I'm going to assume they're not going to do that, because they're not that mean. Could be here, though. No, that's fine. We have a whole stream to find these last few things. Oh, right, I don't get slammed to the floor now whenever I heal. I was actually getting used to that. Oddly. That's the wrong timing for that jump. There we go. That's more like it. No breakable wall there. Most of this room was unable to have stuff hidden in it due to being a spike pit. But it's important to check it anyways. Which is why we're going to go over here and check this part again, because I did not get to hit the ceiling like I wanted to. There's nothing there. Okay. Next, I suppose we could check over here by Carmelita again. I don't think there'll be anything in here. I smacked it a lot when I was looking for a way into that door. But you never know. The other things I missed were also rather obvious. And yet I missed them anyways. Nothing there. And nothing up there. Alright, alright. I suppose we can check in here. Why not? No reason not to. It won't take much time. Okay, nothing there. And we can go sit at the bench while we're here too, just in case we die. You never know, after all. Down we go, and back into the ant room. Next we need to check the big left room, and that's the last one that we haven't checked again. I'm thinking of what other mementos we could find, NPC-wise. I'm thinking maybe either once I'll turn into these other mementos, I'll get a new side quest again. Or maybe Pinmaster, I guess? I haven't gone back to see her after the whole mountain thing. No, wait, no, she did give me a memento, didn't she? I think so. Okay. I'll keep thinking on that then. Hopefully we'll come up with something by the time it's time to go look for that. And I did check the room straight below here, yes, I did. Ouch. We're good, we're good. This is just a farmable wall room. There was, like, the actual stuff there earlier that you didn't have to farm off of, but that's what I call those rooms. Ouch. Let's see. I need to check the top of this room as well as the bottom. But there's nothing down here at the bottom, unfortunately. So now, we check the top starting from over here. It does not look like there is much going on up there, though. But you know, there are these hoops I can grab. Oh, that's a little bit of ore that I hadn't grabbed previously. That's a good indicator that there might be something up here. Or it's an indicator that I have been up here and I just missed that one. Nothing there? No? Okay. I can go up to the top left here. And this is, I think, back to where I just was, right? Yeah, I was just here. Alright, in that case, I have checked every room in Farfield again. And seeing as how last time I was here, that being yesterday, I found there was that stupid puzzle with the boomerang in the ant room, I'm going to go ahead and ask, where is the thing? I have no clue. And I have no desire to spend time with the ants today. They have always... no, not always. They are always driving me mad. While I wait, though, I'm going to keep checking this room. Ouch. Maybe there's something up here I missed. In the walls. Oh, look, is it in the weave nest? Oh, there is in the weave nest. Oh, I had a good idea. Okay. Well, it's nice to know that I was at least close. It would be faster to take the babies. Alright, well... At least I am interpreting... Oh man, that was weird. At least I'm interpreting the puzzles correct, not puzzle, the locations correctly. I suppose that's a one upside of all this. The first place I checked was correct. It's just that the first place I checked also, I missed it. That's all. So let's go see what that puzzle is. I assume it has something to do with the sprint, because that's where you get it. Well, no, it's not. There was a puzzle. You just used the sprint there in order to get something. I don't actually remember what it was, now that I think about it. Ouch. Or maybe it is where you get the sprint. I don't think so. Yeah, no, because you got the sprint way earlier than this. I remember that. Hello, Weave Nest. It's been a while. Ah, yes, I got the anklets from here. I forget that these things are of Weaver construct. I mean, it says it here in the description, but I never read them. Now then, puzzle probably has to do with those big buttons I can press on the floor, if I had to guess. So let's go take a look at those, shall we? Do I just have to sprint across them while I'm wearing the anklets? Is that it? Hold on. Turn off. No, it's not. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was not the case. If I move at different speeds, they'll have different number of lights come on. Is there anything in here that would indicate how many lights I want on? Not necessarily. Unless I play the needle in and these little lights speak to me, I suppose. Hello, little light robot, speak to me. Do you have a hint for me? Or are you out of range? You are out of range, got it. How many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 of those. And also I can just smack into them to make them go all the way up. Maybe there's an order to them. Probably not, though. If there was, they'd probably tell me. Let me just kill a little light creature. I don't need it around. Do I have any other Weaver-related things in my inventory? The Weave Light, I guess. But that's probably not what we need here. The spider strings, I suppose. And I don't think any of the tools were... none of the red tools were Weaver. What if I play the other song? The down song? No, I think it's just for memories. Okay. This bench does not have anything hidden on it, does it? No, it does not seem so. And the door itself does not have anything hidden on it. When I smash the lights, how is that? No secret from there? Okay. And the map is pretty straightforward that this is just the only room. Unless there is more that I missed, of course, which is a possibility. We need to look at every nook and cranny of this area before we start mashing away at those pads, I think. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. In that case, I suppose it is time to start mashing with these pads somehow. What would it be? Because the Silk Speed anklets don't actually add any more than like slamming into them does. No, they don't. Do I need to get across without touching them, perhaps? That's a possibility. Okay, hold on. Let's get over here and see if we can do that. If I sprint... Okay, well, I can make it over without touching them, but that doesn't do anything. This little thing doesn't do anything, it's just a pedestal. What if I slam into the wall? Like if I just bonk into it over there. Nope. Nothing there. Next thing that I would try... Maybe one of the silk skills? Which one would we have by this point? We would have needle... We'd have silk spear. This is in Weave Nest and the Wormways. That's from For Sinner. That's from, like, going back to the Grandmother Silk. That's from Phantom. I don't remember where Threadstorm was from, but I could have Silk Spear or Threadstorm. Neither of those seem like the solution, though. What if I play here? Didn't I just try this? I think I did. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Not with that. Another puzzle in the Weave Nests. There's not going to be an alternate way into here. That's a pretty well-defined rule of the nests. What if I open the door, though? Because opening the door is the only thing in here that I can interact with other than the pads. Does it stay open? And if so, for how long? Okay, it stays open until I move away from it. Got it, got it. How do I trigger it to get only one? 1, 2... What do I do to make it trigger 3? Nah, not that. I think I can only trigger it 1, 2, and maximum. I don't know, maybe if I scuttle? I don't have scuttle equipped. I just threw out a thing for no reason. Also, why would it be scuttle? That means you had to go all the way to Underworks and buy that thing and then come back here. Is there anywhere on the ceiling? We're going to double check the ceiling one more time. You know, maybe this is the hint right here. In the foreground. Ascending and then descending? Is that what it wants? Well, if it is that's what it wants, then I did it wrong. Well, I did it wrong again. Ascending and then descending. I don't even know how you do that, because once again, I don't really have the ability to control what... I don't have fine control over how many of these inputs appear. No, I don't. And also there's more of those things in the background, so I don't think that's the hint. I think it's just decoration. Unless I can slam into it. No. How do I take the anklets off? Do I have more control over it if I do that? I do, actually. They only go to 4. So let me see. 1... Oh, wait, hold on. 1, 2... just go straight to 4. Oh, and if I have no Silk Sea Bead anklets, I can't actually make it go higher than 4. Next, I probably do need them, huh? Probably. Because we look here, just by having them on, I trigger it more. Maybe it is a charm thing. We can try the other charms, I suppose. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the Weave Light, which is blue. Does this do anything for me? No, not necessarily. I thought it might be possibility. But that does not seem to be the case. How long do these stay turned on if I just leave them be? Until I stop running on them, I see. And all of them stay on until I stop moving on them? Well, it's not going to be walking, because walking is what you do the first time around you're here. Take the weave light back off. None of my other charms would be solution here. I don't think you'd need a movement ability if other than this. Oh, conchfly. Not conchfly, cogfly. Why is this puzzle stopping me so? I suppose I shouldn't be looking down on the possibility of it being a charm thing, because the ant room was a charm thing. Oh, that's true, that's true. But if it is a charm thing, it would have to be the anklets, right? I guess it could be spider strings. We can go play it down here, see what happens. Does this do anything? No, it does not. What? I heard something. Oh, that was a cogfly. Okay, never mind. It's not the strings. What happens if I do scuttle on these? What is that like? What was the button for scuttling? L down and right trigger. Still can't trigger it to be 3. Oh, I can actually. If I'm turning around, it's 3. Maybe I could input a specific code like that on it then. But if I did that, that'd be a massive pain. That would take forever. I don't really want to do that. No, I don't. In that case, what else could it be? What else? Did I just hear someone? Or is that just because I'm hearing things in the roaring? I thought I heard someone. I might just be going crazy. What other ability does Hornet have that could be applicable here? We can play Needle-In. We can use... Okay, that's Wall Jump. That's Dash. Claw Line. The upwards movement, which is not the answer. And what is this? Restoring Silk at the bench, right. I guess Claw Line would be the only other thing, maybe. Does anything else in here potentially help? I don't think so. No, not really. Alright, I give. Once again, backseat please. I have no idea what this puzzle is. And if it is tediously entering the code into this, that would be the worst. I am completely lost. I mean, I was expecting to be lost today. After all, that's the whole point of today. But I was not expecting to be this stumped. Also, I should mark in my map, not my notes. Because I've been doing stuff. Like, yeah, we can mark White Ward as complete now. Well, not necessarily. We need Flea Claw with Silk Speed Anklets for max speed. Oh! You know, Flea Brew would have never caught my mind. Because I forget that it increases your speed. And that's the reason I don't use it, to be fair, actually. There. Oh, yeah, look at that. It triggers way more. And what now? Oh, it opens a hole for me. Okay. Oh, there's the edge of the kingdom. On the other side. Thank you, thank you. I never would have figured that one out. That's a big silk thing. I assume it's a silk spool. Or that's a generator, maybe. Who knows? Rune harp. Ah, there it is. Wonderful. What of this? A rune depicting paths away from Farloom. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we are pretty far down. Probably well away from the influence of Grandmother Silk. Took you quite a while. Proud you managed to get through it. I'm proud of you too. I would never in a million years have thought of using the flea brew. Anyway, that is another item finished. One rune harp completed. That means the other item is either rune harp or choral commandment, but because you said it's in White Ward, it's probably choral commandment. Which means we need to find one memento and one silk spool. So, let's see if we can call the babies down here. That'd be interesting if we could. Oh, I can. Look at that. Wonderful. Come on up, babies. It looks like the thing with the needle in was agitating those little lights. We can take the flea brew off now. And put back on our cogflies. I mean, take a look at the map as well. Look at that little area in the bottom right. That's cool. Anyway, we need to check White Ward again. Find that choral commandment. I assume is what it is. It could technically be something else, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. So, to Grand Bellway. Now, oh right, I was thinking about where that memento could be, and I still am not entirely certain. I'm still kind of half of the mind that it'll appear after I have completed the other stuff, like to get on the other mementos. But if that's not the case, then we're going to have to sit down and look at where all the NPCs are on the map. Discover it that way. Through the Ventrica. Potentially... No, I would say potentially for the last time, but probably not. Can't preemptively declare that, after all. Oh, hey Sentinel, I did not know that you could appear down here. That's cool. I've only ever seen them appear in the top right, outside of Songclave. I guess they really just appear anywhere, huh? In that case, here we are back in White Ward, looking for a relic. We did check quite thoroughly last time, or at least I felt I did. I came to the conclusion that it's not up here, and it's not underneath the lift, because there's something else there. And it's not in the room where the boss used to be. So let's just progress through the entirety of White Ward as though it was our first time, because that should let us encounter every room organically. Without driving ourselves insane scanning it. In fact, White Ward is a pretty straightforward area. Very linear. Even though it is a loop, technically. I mean, loops can be linear. Not in the sense that they're straight, but in the sense that there's only one way to progress through it. I should probably go check that first chair, see if there's anything above that one. Nope, okay, nothing there, nothing there. And this floor is now closed off forever. No going back down that pit, unfortunately. Wow, there's so much stuff in the foreground. I always forget about that. I didn't even think I noted it last time when I was running through. That certainly would be a good way to hide stuff. Nothing there, because the vents are in the way. Nothing there. Hold on, did I see something glowing? I do. Oh, that's the room where I'm going to end up at in a second. Yeah, if I drop down through this hole, I'll be there. Okay. And then the lift will be in the correct position for me to explore the rest of the area. And this is a spot where I can peek through. Of course. Ouch. Ugh, these stupid wheels. What are they even for? Are they just like keep rats out of the vents or something? Ugh, probably keeping for spiders out of give me spiders out of the vents if I had to guess. Hey, dude. I need to get rid of you. I need to check this room for secrets, even though I'm pretty sure there's none because there's a path right above it. That seems like a pretty bad way to hide a secret if there was one. So keep on smacking every wall. I suppose it could be in the lift shaft. So we should check this. We'll do it nice and slowly, nice and thoroughly, to make sure I'm not missing anything. And nothing on the shaft, okay. I think. Okay, nothing on the shaft for certain. I just need to double check that last bit. That is a... Kinda looks like a ceiling up there, but also kinda not. Is there a floor down here I can stand on? That I can launch myself up with? Ooh, is that something I've done before? It's not. Okay, new area. Wonderful. Hello, more white ward. Ooh, and here it is, right? This is the last thing I need? It is, I think. I think I had to play the needle in for it. To devote eternal, please. To serve beyond shell. Remember my voice. Why this pain? Please. Okay, I guess this is not the Coral Commandment. It's someone, probably that boss from a second ago, seeking immortality. And there it is. Last Coral Commandment acquired. I'd love to see that. Mark it off on the list. Only thing we have left to find is that silk spool and a memento. We're going to go turn in our mementos first. See if maybe... Oh, the corpses over here also have dialogue. Well, that's fine. I think it's probably just very Soul Sanctum-esque. That's what the whole area, like the vibes are. So we'll turn in all our mementos, see if something new pops up in the process. And if not, it's time for us to go on a big journey to say farewell to all of our NPCs. There's quite a lot of them, after all. Anyway, hello, little nest. I don't need you, but I will collect your stuff. And we can sit down, add our new stuff. Oh, I need to turn in the psalm cylinder. Right. Look at that. Okay. All but one memento. Oh, I need to go turn in those new items as well to the guy. Let's do that. Hold on, does the Pin Master disappeared or anything? He's still good? That blade! By claw... Oh, that's the same thing as last time. Okay, nothing new for you. Not nearly as emotional as our boy, the Nailsmith. Now then, I have stuff to turn into you. Here you go. Yes, let me see the new lore. Tattered decree of the Citadel. Bug of voice, grown hoarse or shell fallen frail. You have been selected for duty most sacred. Become our light, our guide in darkness, that others worthy may climb to join in holy song. Okay, that's the message that someone gets whenever it's time to become part of the White Ward. Mom made fresh caramelized almonds, best part of Christmas definitely snacks. Aye, certainly that. Love Christmas food. And what's this rune harp say? Plea of a weaver from the furthest edge of Farloom. Flee, sisters, flee until your strength exhausts. So far you may escape at last her silken sight. To start anew, to sustain, free of web and service eternal. Ah, look at that. Yes, this is a mighty collection indeed. So many relics safely piled up in here, nice and safe. I've done so well to gather it all up. If your collection pleases you, some acknowledgement of my contribution to its growth is not undue. Pah! Is it gratitude you seek? I will allow you to keep viewing my collection. That is gratitude enough for what little you've given me. Okay, you rat. Fine. I need to go turn in the psalm cylinder now, then. Maybe he, my friend up in Whispering Vaults, who I barely visit, will have something more for me. Back to Grand Bellway. Where else could a memento be if it's not going to be this? I imagine it has to be this or something connected to it. Let's see here. Where would be the fastest way, actually? I need to take the map. I always forget fastest way into Whispering Vaults. Oh, it's just to walk in. Okay, we can do that then. Also, what was new? Did I just pick up something? I probably just picked up a rosary or something. We are sitting quite comfortably at 99%. It's quite nice. And that we are so close to being done. So close to going back to fight the final boss one more time, and hopefully this time around it'll be a lot quicker. I can't imagine it'll take too long, considering how well I learned it. And now that, especially now that I have a damage buff. And a silk buff. And I'm about to get another silk buff. Ouch. I need to go up and to the right. Up and to the right requires me to go left first, however. Last memento is the hardest one to get. Haven't bothered with it yet? Alright, I see. Well, we will be getting it here today. That much is certain. Because even though I can't just do another impromptu 7-hour stream today, I can go for quite a while. Hello. Yes, more treasure. Here you go. Psalm Cylinder. Yes, a fair gift we respond. This Vault Keeper shall glean what knowledge a great mind can. Last surgery of conductor Mizzello, performed in Whiteward's operating theater. That sounds horrifying. Yeah, about what I expected. Put the song back on. Yes! See them all! Its collection gleams complete, such sacred understanding stored safe. You've performed your part, we respond. The agreement is concluded. Knowledge and rosaries, all were past fair. No more between us. Leave this keeper to its treasure and their insights. It has given its service. Now this keeper wants its time alone. Oh, you got it, bud. Getting it today? That will end up being a 7-hour stream? Oh, no. Is it really going to be that bad? There can't be that much left in the game, right? Okay, well, you know, hold on. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Because we do have one other thing to do before we even consider it. And that is finding this last this last spool fragment. So now, I believe, is the time for the wiki. Spool fragment. I will know which ones I have found and which ones I have not. You hope I look flea druggle? Oh no, oh. Yeah, you know, if it's related to that, it might take a while. Okay, hello. A list of all things. It is going to be a pain to figure out which ones I have and which ones I don't. But I suppose I don't have much choice, do I? No, not really. So let's see here. I have purchased everything that Grendel has, so it's not that one. In Memoriam, I believe I got it, but we can go check Memoriam first, I suppose. Is one of the last ones you found? Alright. Well, we're going to be going through this list that I have one by one, because I don't remember which ones I have and which ones I don't, really. Except for the ones that I got very recently. Or the ones that stood out a lot, which is, of course, none of them, unfortunately. Because, like I said, it's been a while since I did most of these. Hello, creature. There's apparently one over here in the left of Memoriam. Ouch. Hold on. Is this the right area? I don't even know. In the western section of Memoriam, go down on the 4th floor, maneuver across spikes, break the vines, leading back to the Memoriam entrance. That sounds like just doing this area the normal way. Hold on, let me top off. Why not? Oh, you know exactly which one I'm missing? Oh, yes. Please share. Please share. Because otherwise, I'm going to be running through every single possibility for the next 30 minutes. And I don't think you want to be watching me do that any more than I want to be watching me do that. Well, any more than I want to actually be doing that, I suppose, would be the more appropriate response. Ouch. Yeah, you know, hold on, let's just get out of here, because the one in the Moss home? Really? Oh my god. You know, I was so certain that I had that one that I was actually going to do that one last here on the list. Okay, we can just go ahead and close the list then. We don't need that. We can close that. And you know, since we're on the while I'm on the way there, I will ask, is Seth really just done for now? Are we done with him? Yeah, I can tell you like watching people smack walls for 30 minutes. You watch me do it all the time. Yes, is Seth just gone? Like, I've had this feeling that maybe he'll show up somewhere in obscure spots, but ever since I saw him in Greymore, I haven't seen him again, even though I've been all over the place. So that feeling has been going away, to say the least. Oh, he's not done. Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. I'm not crazy for having him on my list still, then. In that case, for now, up into Moss Home, I suppose. Because apparently, there is a thing I missed up here. I don't actually know where it is up here. Moss Home, bottom... Oh, wait, you told me. Moss Home, bottom right. Well, let's go check over there, shall we? This is as far bottom right as you can get in Moss Home, if I recall. Yes, yes. So we'll start searching from here, I suppose. Does it perhaps have to do with this? Do I just play Needle in for this? Aye, watching me smack walls. No, it's not playing a Needle in for this, no. It looks like we're going to be getting a little bit more wall smacking action, though. Oh, I heard something there. Nope, just moss. Nothing there either. I may have closed the list prematurely, but that's fine, because that means I get to spend time looking for it on my own. And the roaring, of course. I don't think I'm ever going to enjoy the roaring, but I suppose there's not much that can be done about it. We'll go check the wall over here now. Is this still Moss Home? It is not. That's too far. In that case, we're getting far from the bottom right, but I suppose this is also technically the bottom right. It's just a different bottom right. That's all. This was where a mossberry was. It's really obvious once you find it. I see. Well, let's see if it's obvious enough that I'll get upset with myself over it, shall we? Not there. I might as well sit at the bench up here, since I might just throw myself into an enemy and kill myself at some point. Ouch. It's not sitting in the cauldron, is it? I think I just blow up if I do this. That's exactly what happens. Well, I don't blow up, but close enough. And I might as well charge up on Silk as well. Now, let's see. Bottom right. So we'll just stick to the area over here. Is it up here? No. This is back to the former Mossberry room. Can't actually be up and from here, or to the right, because there's stuff over there. So it can't be in there. I think it's the only wall you haven't seen me smack several times. Oh, that's upsetting to me, at least. There's a wall that I've overlooked so there many times. But it's fine. Not there. Okay, there's the enemies cleared from this room. And make sure we hit the floor quite thoroughly as well. Because it could technically be through the floor. And just a really small hole. And like a Metroid style thing. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, here we are, bottom left now, which is not where we need to be. Let's just slowly inch our way across the floor. See what we can find or not find. Either way would work. Okay, nothing along the floor in this room. Smack the ceilings now. I suppose I could use this to get up there. But also there is just an area up there that I would be breaking into immediately, which is not exactly what we're trying to get to. Suppose we can check over here as well, and this is the bottom left. Let's kill all the creatures, why not? It'll get them out of the way. Make exploring this area a bit easier. Is this a wall I can wall jump on? No. It's not. Is this it? No, that would just lead up to the next room, so it can't be in the ceiling there. I suppose it could I mean, no, you said must home, which means it's just this upper area, not bone bottom. There is that little bump in the bottom right. I wish you could zoom in more. Yeah, just go, for now, just keep smacking the ceilings. We said we would do it, so we will. And nothing there. Okay, this whole room is mostly clear. We just need to double check this right side again. Yeah, there is that weird little bump below me on the map. I can't see it because Hornet's obscuring me, but this bit right here, probably considered upper bone bottom. Oh, okay, in that case I think I know what you mean. It's kind of hard to differentiate between the two because they are on the same map, like when you buy it from Chakra. And on the map they're both green. Wait, don't fall down that easily. Smack these walls too. Smack them all. If there is a possibility that it could lead somewhere, it must be smacked. Not there, though. I'm going to fall now, aren't I? I am. Oh, no, we made it. Okay, wonderful. I guess we can start over here, then. Why not? I think there was there also a mossberry in this room? I don't actually recall. Oh my god. Really? Is this obvious? Oh, okay, hold on. My voice gave up for a second, but yeah, no, that's upsetting. Hello, final spool fragment. It's nice to have you. Finally join me. Final spool fragment acquired. Anything in the description? Artifact left behind by the weavers, designed to collect and hold additional silk. Alright, in that case, we have now completed just about everything. There are only 2 things left in this game to do, other than fight the final boss again, which we will be probably doing shortly, if I imagine. And that is collecting that last memento. Yes, I'm also very upset. And I also need to find Seth somewhere. Oh, there's a whole button here. What is this going to do? Oh, it opens a hole in the ceiling. Oh, I knew this was suspicious. I knew it. Okay, well, at least now we know why it's suspicious. So, based on your little note earlier about this last memento, I have a feeling that it has to do with the fleas. Do I have anything in inventory that I can turn in elsewhere first before we go visit? Not really, no. I suppose we could stop at Bellheart, I suppose. Just turn all my beads into something else. We'll do that. The amount of times you've heard you say, I knew it was suspicious, is quite impressive. I know! It really is suspicious. Oh, man. I think I even stopped to talk about it last time when I was talking about how it's depicting Grandmother Silk in her ball form. Hello. I'm just gonna buy some... Oh! New item. I'd not even noticed. The Citadel crafted some marvelous machines, and this looks to be one of its finest. Apparently sent by some creepy slitherer hidden away up there. For sale only to you. Oh, thank you, my friend. Now I can play my things at my house. That's wonderful. I assume that means the guy either really doesn't want to come back, like he's probably shut it up, or he's dead. Either way, I'm going to go check on him. Aside from that, let's just buy a bunch of shard bundles, because I have none. And if I decide to use these for any purpose, I don't want how to grind for it. Shard bundles, shard bundles. I once thought they were useless, and I kind of still do. They really aren't that great. And I do wish you could buy them in bulk. That would be quite nice. Only a few more, and then we're done. A few more. Almost there. 2 more. 1 more. There we go. During your Architects run, you use them quite a bit. Oh, yeah, I can imagine that. After all, the whole thing with the Architect is that you can spam tools everywhere. Now then, let's head in here. And now I have a gramophone in the top right. I was wondering why there's a spot in the top right of my shelf where nothing goes. I suppose that is why. Do I play them in here? I do. That's nice. My house is quite filled with stuff now, isn't it? But alas, now it is time for us to go... not quite yet. We're going to go check one thing, and then we're going to go check the fleas, because apparently there's a memento to be gotten there. But first we need to go check on this hermit of ours, see if he has shut us away, or if he has died. Both are quite likely, I imagine. But I'm interested in seeing which one it is. Faster to go up here. In fact, the other way just leads to the underworks. I always forget how to navigate this place. And I'm quite certain that it will be a nightmare on a repeat playthrough, because I do not have it ingrained in my memory in the slightest. Anyway, from here, top to the left, and then to the right. Here we are. Through here? No, I need to go further up. Actually, I can hear the sound playing through the wall there. Is he just having his happy little times to himself? No, he's just playing the same song as it was last time. And... okay, no extra dialogue. He's just vibing on his own now. You got it, my guy. The Underworks and Mistering Vault's probably the area you have least memorized. I think I have Underworks pretty well at this point, is how long I spent looking for that flea. Alright now then. Speaking of fleas, it's time to go see them. It's time to find out if they explicitly tell me what I need, or if I need to ask you. Oh, it's wonderful how short my list of things to do has become. It's so tiny. I love it. That means that we're almost there. Just a little more. Also, I'm going to take the Sharp Shadow off, because I'm not going to be using it anymore since we're done with Hunter's Journal. I would like my parry back. Oh, I was wondering why there's a notification there. It's because I just bought a bunch of shard bundles. Yes. I also never thought I would need to come back through here. But alas, one more time is required. No, you know, it's not actually the worst place. There are far, far worse. And by that I mean there is one. Bile water. Ouch. don't believe you'll be much use anymore since I'm only missing the memento. Aye, certainly. But that doesn't really... That's fine, isn't it? That's how it usually is. Not... Oh, that's... Okay, that sounds rude. I don't mean to say that you're usually not of use. I just mean that usually there's no backseating. Though I suppose they don't explicitly say there's no backseating, so suppose someone... And I wouldn't be opposed to it, usually. Aye, but I would still turn it down. Also, while I'm here, I might as well refill in flea brew. There we go. You prefer bile water? Really? Unless you don't have to come back to it. Well, that is true technically, but I had to come back to it a lot of times, unfortunately. Anyway, Flea Master. The grand ceremony has ended, but still we play. Will you honor us with a display of flea juggle, Miss Grand Champion Hornets? Not yet, no. Where's the leaderboard? The leaderboard does not have anything explicit on it. On replays, it's not nearly as bad. I certainly believe that. So, can you explicitly tell me what I need to do here? Because if the answer is get like 100 on every score, that's going to be an absolute nightmare. Wait, the thing didn't happen? What? Was something supposed to happen here that I missed? Oh, what has happened? Have I done a sequence break or something that has screwed up progression? Is Seth supposed to show up here and he hasn't because I have missed an encounter with him? That is the only thing I'm missing on my list other than the memento. It happened for you at this point. Maybe go to the Grand Gate. Okay. Time to take a... Let me sit at the bench so I can bench warp. Because I don't want to walk through Putrefied Ducks again. Hello, fleas. Dance and play as all fleas past. Certainly, certainly. And hello, friend. We need to go to Blasted Steps again. Going off knowledge you barely have, so don't expect too much? Aye, that's fine, that's fine. NPC progression in video games can be rather obscure. At least in games that I play. I'm used to them warping around with no rhyme or reason. Then causing trouble for you later because of it. You know, that was a terrible bit of platforming. Clearly, I do not remember the Grand Judge, the final judge run back. This way. I say as I smack into a wall. Ah, here we are. This is the end of it. Hello, Grand Gate. It's been a while. Anything here? Perhaps? Not really, no. Do I need to go back down to where Seth originally came from, perhaps? That could be it. Because I'm assuming this has to do with him, because he's the only loose end I have so far. Or not so far, but at this point. Shellwood, you believe he shows up there? Okay, well, technically this area I'm going to is part of Shellwood, so we're going to check that first. Hold on, was that it right there on the side? I mean, I guess it technically is. We can also just drop down to the bottom. So we have the shortcut open. Aye. I don't really need to do all this big long platforming, do I? No, I don't. There was that shortcut that I completely ignored a second ago. That's fine. I'd enjoy running through these areas again. Top left entrance of the main bench room. Oh, okay. Hold on. In that case, let me get to a spot where I can call the babies and we can go check on him. Did I? Oh, okay, you know, I thought I took a shortcut for a second, but I guess I took the long way. Also, might as well just go over here just for the sake of it. Just to make sure there's nothing obscure that's showing up, like one of those pilgrims with all the bees wrapped around them. Okay, there's not. Bell babies, come to me. Hello, bell babies. We need to go to Shellwood. now. The Shellwood station is in the top left, actually, so it might have been quicker to go to Bellheart, I imagine. Let me see the map. Why did I have a mark on my crest menu? I saw a red mark on there for a second. I didn't pick up anything new. No? Oh, okay, that's strange. Let's see here. Shellwood. Top left entrance of the main bench. You know, actually, it is quite... It's fine here. We just run to the right. You assume I just happened to run past him and didn't remember? I see. Well, worst case scenario, we look up the guide. Oh, I forgot there's a song here that you can do. For a little bit of lore. And for all the way through... Ah, here he is. Hello, Seth. Oh, hello again. This time I most certainly do recognize you. 'Tis a pleasure to bump into you here, deep in this serene wood. Already using a guide? I see. Do you have a name like I do? Would you share it with me? Certainly, sir. I am Hornet. I notice you gazing at the buds above us. Are they familiar to you, perhaps? No, not at all. Very beautiful, though. Perhaps I should gather some up before venturing on. I've learnt, too, that traveling is not without its dangers, but I find myself wielding my weapon quite adeptly. It's curious, the way our instincts can guide us with such precision. Alright, alright. In that case, I assume the next spot you appear isn't going to be in Grand Gate, right? Well, either way, it's not going to be here. Also, if I sing, or play the needle end, do you sing? Oh, you do. To the beginning and back, fateless and free. Fresh shell, clear sight, where others tread and beyond. Alright. Either Grand Gate or straight to Fleetopia? We'll check Grand Gate first, because in order to get back to Fleetopia, I'll have to bench warp. Also, I think we can just take Seth right off our NPC list now. And that means our NPC list is now empty. Oh, it's wonderful. We've almost completed our 100% completion checklist. Well, it's not really a checklist. I don't check anything on it. I just delete it once I finish it. Or once I'm certain that I'm finished it with it, that is. And it is only today that I've become certain that I finished a number of things. So it has shrunk considerably. It's this way, right? Remember the run back. Ouch. This is not the fastest way, but it works. Now then. Grand Gate and then Fleetopia. It would make sense for it to go from there, because that's what the fleas did. Straight from here to Fleetopia. Now then, now then. Where is he? Not here? Or is he going to be down in, like, the lower Grand Gate where the Shellwood area is? I suppose I can check down there, why not? We've already gone there once today. No reason not to try it a second time. Well, I might die on the way there, but it's fine. Oh, almost got me. And there. Oh, he's not there? Okay, he just moved straight there. Alright, to Fleetopia, which means bench warp time. I don't think I've had to do this a single time this whole game. In fact, I don't even know if it works, but, you know, I'll end up somewhere, and that's better than where I am currently. Oh, wait, look at that. It sends me back to the festival. Wonderful. That's exactly what we wanted. Now then. What happens now? Oh, look at that. He's on the leaderboard. Okay. I had to beat him on these then. I see, I see. Where is he? He's around here somewhere. I know that. Ah, here you are, Seth. Greetings, Seth. It is a welcome surprise to see you here amongst these festivities. Hello, hello! Yes, my wandering was long, and I began to fear I would meet my end in those sticky swamps below. How lucky I was to stumble upon the home of these friendly revelers. They said I could be a flea here with them, so of course I agreed. Seems a good place as any to call home, at least for a time. Now I just need to grow a little fur and sprout some wings, eh? Have you tried your claw at the games? Rollicking good fun, don't you think? I wonder if I could score a little higher if I tried again. Oh, Seth. You are going to cause me a great deal of pain, I imagine, with those high scores you have. Because now I must play all the flea games once more. Let's go see those scores once more. Bounce at 68. Dodge at 90. Juggle at 55. That is really, really horrid. Okay. I was wondering why everyone has been saying that's going to be rough. I suppose that's the reason why. Don't do bounce with that. Do bounce with Reaper. So let's go start with the flea bounce, shall we? You decided against it since you didn't want the flea festival to become part of a place of frustration. Oh, I can certainly see that. Worst case scenario, we just pretend this doesn't exist and we go kill the final boss to figure out what Mr. Mushroom was all about. Hopefully we can get at least one of these games done, though. That would be nice. Flea bounce should not be too bad. Because it's pretty easy, all things considered. It's just more difficult to hit the special fleas, that's all. No! Okay, well, I say it's easy, and then I immediately fail. I was actually about to talk how you can stall in the air a little bit, but I immediately did not do that. That's my bad. Try that again. You got upset when you had a score of 90 exactly during the dodge and didn't count? Oh, that would be rough. I guess this is Silksong's equivalent of the Eternal Ordeal. It's definitely very much inspired by it. Though I feel like it's a bit weird to say that a minigame is inspired by another minigame, since they just follow the same pattern, since they're all, you know, minigames. I could just as easily say that it's inspired by Game & Watch, even though that most certainly was not a specific inspiration. There we go. We're doing well. Doing very well, in fact. Oh, and I failed. I failed at 36. That's unfortunate. Let's try this again, shall we? Like I said, I want to do at least one more. Not one more. I want to get at least the high score on one before we get to the final boss. Oh, that is stupid. Why? Okay, you know, that's not stupid. Okay. I immediately jumped to blame the game there. That was my fault, but it's very upsetting that there's no way to recover from a near miss like that. I suppose that's where the struggle is supposed to come from, though, isn't it? Here we go. Once again. Keep on bouncing. Keep on bouncing. Don't worry about if you miss one or two. Just keep yourself in the air. That is the priority. Just keep yourself up. Don't let them drop you. Or don't drop yourself, rather. I almost did. No! Oh, so close to the end. Ah, 46. Oh, man. How many did I need for this one? Oh, no, I'm not close to the end, actually, not at all. I think I was thinking of the original score. The original score is 42. Okay. You know what? No, we'll keep trying this. We're going to keep trying this. I was about to say maybe we do just go straight to the final boss, but I'm going to stick to it. I want to get at least one of these done. Even if it's going to make my controller extremely sweaty doing so. There we go. Oh, you're kidding me? The roaring occurs even during minigames? Oh, that's so stupid. I hate that. Almost got it. I'm not going to go for you, because you're going to fall down before I get over there. You're an annoying little rat like that. Oh, and I fell. 42. Ah, man. Around the 40s is where I keep slipping up. We got this. Try it again. Mamashka! Indeed. Here we go. Flea bounce again. You know, at least this is a pretty quick game in terms of how quickly you get your score built up. You don't have to stay here for a really long time. Unlike the juggle, I suppose. The juggle is a real test of endurance, huh? I suppose that's the point of all these is an endurance tests. Gotcha. You will not evade me that easily, little fleas. Almost got it. Almost got it. Don't slip up now. We're almost there. There we go, got it. Okay, let's drop it at 70. There we go. Whew. You seem someone managed to get 1,000 this minigame? Aye, aye. I mean, that's the whole point of minigames, isn't it? Just like Game & Watch, you just keep going until you break, really. Look at that, we finished one. How nice. You know, I had a good thing going on dodge. I suppose we can try that one again. We'll try it at least once before we go to the final boss. Really, I just wanted to avoid doing the juggle. If I do, on my own time, complete the juggle, though, I will share here that it was done. And I will probably be very proud of myself. Oh, then hello, Flea Dodge. Been a while. This one's a bit slower paced because I had to wait for the fleas to do their thing instead of interacting with them. And a lot of it is just standing around, if you're lucky. After all, there's a lot more luck involved in this one than there is in the other. Oh, I stopped paying attention. That was my bad. You know what? Entirely my fault. I'll try one more time because of that. Yeah. Try the challenge one more time. We'll do it one more time and then we'll go to final boss, alright? Because we are coming up on that 3-hour mark. And I said we're going to do at most 3.5 hours today. Alright. Yep, fleas are not too bad. Not too bad at all. Just gotta keep an eye on the edge of the screen, really. No! What am I doing? I'm being foolish, that's what I'm doing. I can't have this be like the regular run where I got a near failure like 5 times in a row. That would not be great. It's fine though. As long as we save it in the end, it will work out. It did not work out. That's fine. 51 is a new record, I think. Is it? Let's see. No, it's not. I got 67 last time. Well, that's fine. It's time to go do the final boss. Ready? Let's go. Actually, let's take this crest off. Here we are. Good old Reaper. Not Reaper, Hunter. And we're going to take that. We're not going to put Silk Speed anklets on during the fight, because it's going to really mess me up. I guess I put Scuttle on. I'm not going to use it, but I'd rather have it than not have it, I suppose. Anyways, to the final boss we go. Down to the abyss. You know, it's actually quite out of the way, you know? The final boss, I mean. Also, I should write in my notes that the memento comes from the flea, so that whenever I'm trying that on my own time, I know where to go. Gotta make sure I don't forget about it. Now then, Deep Docks Bellway. Here we go. People are saying the Pantheon version of Lost Lace will be found. Will be found lace, like the idea. I don't think that's going to be what it is. If anything, I think because Grandmother Silk is in the background, it'll just be both of them at the same time. Or something similar to it. Or another possibility, okay, wait, no. That's actually, that idea sounds silly, actually. I suppose you could also just fight the shadow creature at the end, because the fight ends with you flooding the whole area with shade, or with void. And that's clearly wearing down Hornet in the Flower. So you could fight the big void creature as well. But, you know, I definitely don't think it's going to be called Found Lace. And I don't think it's going to be another lace fight. We already have a lot of those. Now, let's see here. Down we go, down we go. Yep, straight across here. It's such an odd place to put the final boss access, isn't it? Down in Deep Docks of all places. I mean, it makes sense. It is the deepest part of the map outside the void, but still, strange nonetheless. Especially since there's no like fast travel to here. They could have another ending, like the Radiance is in Hollow Knight. Certainly, certainly. I don't really know what they would do though. Maybe you do something to break the flower? And so that there actually is another void ending? Or maybe... I don't know. I really don't. It's kind of hard to tell because I'm not entirely certain of the lore yet. In fact, I'm probably, as soon as the stream ends, I'm going to go watch the Mossbag video. Because even though I have a good understanding of like the general story and what came before it, I don't have an idea of what the Silk really is. You hope to get in Act 4 where you fix everything? Oh, well, that is a nice thing, but it is also extraordinarily unlikely, I feel. That is what we would call an epilogue. And if anything happens with Mr. Mushroom in this ending sequence, then that would be pretty clear confirmation that there's not going to be one of those. Not to mention, we also did already set up the whole place to be fixed. That's what all the quests are for, going around to all the camps, helping everyone. I mean, whenever at almost every end of the NPC quests, they say, well, Hornet says that you had to be the one to fix this now that I have helped you. You know, you had to do this since I'm going to leave afterwards. You don't see what they could add aside from Godhelm? True. But they did surprise everyone in Hollow Knight, you know, with the Grim Troop. They could always do that. Like, you know, something similar, I mean. They could always expand on Lifeblood, maybe. Probably not, that one. They expanded on Lifeblood already quite enough. They could... I don't know, like just add in more Adder Gods, I suppose. That's really it. Anyways, final boss time. Again. Let's see if I remembered any of it. I think I remember most of it, but I'm not really sure. We are stronger than we were last time. There's a steel assassin that was shown in the teasers a lot, and they confirm he's going to show up in the future. Okay. That's interesting. But for now, let's focus on Lace, shall we? Oh, lost Lace. Ouch. Ouch. It would seem that I still love dashing into her, just like yesterday. Once a problem, always a problem, I suppose. That phrase is not usually used that way, is it? Let's not say that again. There we go. That's a pretty quick first stun. And let's look at that phase 2. That's what we love to see. I should not do that. It seems I forgot that I'm not supposed to heal during that attack. It's not safe. About as unsafe as it can be, actually. Ouch, I'm dead. Okay, you know what? That's fair. Didn't think I was going to win first time around. I did think I was going to get to phase 3, though. Because I think I have phase 1 and 2 pretty locked down. At least I thought I did before that. Anyways, down we go. Hello, Lace, once again. Time to fight. I'm powered up considerably this time. I also was in the last attempt as well, but the last attempt did not go so well, so we're not going to talk about it. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, you read me like a book. You're so good at doing that, aren't you? Very remarkable job on the programming there. Or, I suppose it's, well, it's not the programming side, it's the design side of your attack combos. Attack chains, that's the word I was looking for. Reminds me a lot of the Crucible Knights, with how well it's done. Those guys were really good. They're not from this game, in case you were just wondering. They're from Elden Ring. They do a really good job at responding to the player's actions. And baiting the player as well. Oh, I healed right above the geyser. That's also an issue I have. Yep, there we go, dead again. You've gotten confident enough with Lost Lace that you usually don't upgrade before fighting her on replays? Aye. Hopefully I will eventually be that good. I would like to try to steal Soul the whole game eventually. Though that will be a long, slow, and mostly off-screen journey. If I do any of it on-screen, it will probably just be the end. I keep saying on-screen instead of on-stream. I hope that's coming through properly. My intentions, I mean. Ouch. I might as well top off while I'm here. Ouch. Thank you, dice. Ouch. Ouch. Also, I really would like to get better at this fight so I could use the Great Slash on her instead of having the 2 healing charms equipped. That would be nice. I suppose I don't really need them at this point, but I'm more used to them than not, so I'm going to keep them on. Yep, that was my bad. I should not have gone for that heal. It was not safe timing. I knew it wasn't, and I did it anyways. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, there we go, another stun. Almost done. There we go. Finish the phase. Oh, and you know, I didn't bring my plasma beam files with me. That's fine. We'll probably be fine without them. I only relied on them a little bit. Hold on, I saw you had a message, but I can't read it right now. I need to lock in here. I've been saying that a lot recently, haven't I? I obviously never thought myself immune to popular slang, but I did think I would pick it up a lot less often since I don't interact with people who use it much. Okay, big saw blades, here we go. Ouch. Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot, yeah. I saw one coming. Saw it coming, did a whole lot of nothing about it. There we go, look at that. What was that, second try, third try? Oh, that was nice. You often swap out multi-binder for whatever tool works best for the crest you're using. Injector band's never taken off though, you love it tool. I know, I love it too, it's so great. The increased healing speed. I mean, I obviously don't use it with the beast crests. Even though I have the free blue slot. But that's just because beast crest feels way too fast to need it. Like to justify using it. Anyway, there we go. So let's see if Mr. Mushroom has anything new to say. Shall we? Oh, right, I need to do the super jump. Oh, I need to hold up for a long time. How long do I have to charge it for, I wonder? There we go. That's probably how long. Can't believe made a quick focus useful. I know, right? They really did make them a lot stronger. Probably because they put so many more restrictions on them. You know, since you can't just stack whatever you want, you have to use the correct colors. And also, they don't even have like notch costs. It's just memory lockets, and those things are everywhere. Anyway, here we are. Final cutscene again. I don't think you were here for this last time. I think you said it was your favorite too. I do quite like it as well. It's a moment where the stream having a lot of lag is useful because I got to see it twice. Oh, yeah, because this right here is what I saw. That little flash where it shows the Shadow Beast is where it lagged. So I got to see that without missing it. Remember when doing a rando in Hollow Knight, got the option of using deep focus and quick focus together? Oh, that sounds great. Obviously not good in-game, you know, because huge costs and odd placement of the charms, but still fun. I definitely played around with it a little bit when I was playing Hollow Knight. I played around with a lot of charm combinations because a lot of them didn't have that much effect. They kind of have the same problem that like Dark Souls rings have, where it's a lot of really obscure or conditional things that don't really matter unless you're specifically going out of your way to utilize them. But I do like that because it encourages you to play around with them a lot. Anyway, hello Lace, you're alive. They're one notch in the total in the rando? Oh, that sounds great. Certainly gets rid of the big weakness. Now then. Mr. Mushroom, are you going to show up? Is it going to be post-credit or before credit? Okay, before credits, here we are. Hello, little scuttlebug. I remember your name. Oh, and there he goes. Heading off to the next land destined for disaster. I know, the surface bugs are great. To be continued. Okay, does that mean there's going to be a Hollow Knight 3? I don't think so. Oh, look at that, Passing of the Age. Grant the Herald's wish and finish the game. I did not expect that to be an achievement. I say that about a lot of enemies. Oh, well, certainly. A lot of the enemies in this game are really cute. The art style really leans into it. Oh, and it looks like I can't actually skip the credits, so we're going to be sitting here and watching them. Not that they're long. There's not a lot of people who worked on the game. But anyway, I wonder if that To Be Continued is going to be like Mr. Mushroom showing up in a new IP that they make. Or if he's going to... I don't know. It's kind of hard to guess. He could be literally anything. Yu-Gi-Oh! Broke so quickly if there's plushies for these enemies. Well, there most certainly will be at some point. I mean, we got the grub plushies that have, like, speakers inside of them, so they make the noises. I have no doubt they will do the same for the fleas. They're probably just waiting for the correct time to do it, though, you know? Because even though there's obviously a lot of hype at the beginning of the game, they probably want to release those whenever there's either better sales for physical products, you know, like in the holiday seasons, or whenever the hype's been renewed for it, via DLC or something. At the very least, that's my guess. Though, to be honest, they might not even be thinking about that at all. They might just be thinking to do it whenever they feel like it. Here we are. Almost through. We're at the translation part. I wonder, though, out of all the creatures in the game, which one would I rather have as a plush? It's kind of hard to decide. Because fleas and moss grubs are both my favorites. And I have no idea which one I would like more, if I could only choose one. Anyways, do we get a new mark on the menu? A new main menu screen, perhaps? I would like to see if there's anything for doing the Mr. Mushroom. I assume not. Game completion, 100%, and it only took 74 hours. Hey, look at that, we got the achievement. Search up the origin of Seth sometimes. Oh, I have a feeling he's something special because he shows up specifically by name, like full legal name, in the credits next to the Kickstarter. So we're going to go in and we're going to go to the fleas, not so we can do it, but just because I want a nice place to end the game at. It does mean, of course, that I had to climb all the way back out of the abyss one more time, and then all the way through Putrid Ducks again. But it's what I want to do, so we're doing it. And like I said, now that I've finished the game, I can actually look up stuff related to Silksong. So I'll get to find out about all the theories that people have been thinking of, and also the Mossbag video, and whatever's up with Seth. Ooh, hiccups. Hey, perfect timing. We're almost at the end. I know, having to climb out of here manually sucks. It's almost as weird as having to walk all the way through Deep Docks in order to get here. I did briefly mention that a second ago. I guess it kind of fits, because the whole thing is that the Abyss is supposed to be really out of the way. No one goes here. But it's a shame that there's no fast travel of any kind. Now then. Up the bell. Here we are. Up we go. Up we go. Also, I'm really surprised that they didn't expand on the ancient civilization much. I mean, there's only one arcane egg, and there's not even really that much ancient civilization like architecture, really. There really isn't. Let's go out here and call the babies to me. We need to go to Putrefied Ducks one more time. The last time I will ever have to go, because I will not leave it until I have finished the fleas. Hello, Bell friend. It's time for my last time using you on stream. I hope you and your little babies enjoyed this particular station, because you were going to be stuck here for a while. Goodbye, friend. You have served me very well. I will see you in another save file. And Putrefied Ducks, I will not miss you. And I will, unfortunately, be seeing you in another save file as well. That's going to suck. Oh, you know, I wonder what Act 3 does if you have other save files. Does it just not do the same thing if you have another save file that's completed? I mean, does it just, like, immediately boot you to the Act 3, or what? I have no idea, and I'll eventually figure it out. You're glad you got to do a lot of challenge runs? It means you get to see a Belbeast more? Aye, certainly. Oh, you know what? A Belbeast plushie would also be great, wouldn't it? It certainly would. Big Belbeast plushie. Like body pillow size one, maybe? And then have regular baby ones. That could be great. And let's see here. We can close our notepad for the final time on stream. Now, with that being said, hold on. We have made it to the end. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been Secret Scuffed. I will see you all tomorrow for either Nier Automata or the new Ace Attorney game, whichever one I'm feeling like. I know, the plushies would be great. With that being said, we're going to raid, and then we are signing off. Oh, what am I doing? We have the end screen. Use the end screen. Use it. Look, here it is. End screen, look at it. I put so much effort into it, and I don't do it. Goodbye, everyone. Raid!